father. He's been your doctor. He's been your lawyer. He's been your everything. Come on, stand up on your feet and clap your hands with him right now. He's been good to you. He's worthy of the praise. Oh, Lord, you're my everything.
To you for a minute?
That's more like it.
Okay, here's my story. In becoming a lady,
Yeah.
there are so many things to learn about life and things that we made up.
Now let me see where this is all going.
Don't wanna be mistaken for not being a Christian girl.
Well,
And my fear is being made fun of.
baby, let me tell you how to cope.
Tell me.
Because your mama went through the same thing. Be not justified by what your friends might think.
Mama, I do my best to obey the rules that you and Daddy say.
Gospel 88.7 WEHA. It's more than music. It's ministry.
Port Republic, Atlantic City, and now on FM translator 100.3 W26 2CF, Atlantic City, Pleasantville. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily those of WEHA, Gospel 88.7 and 100.3 FM. We Have Gospel, Spread the Gospel Inc., or any of its sponsors. WEHA is a listener-supported radio station. To make a donation, call 609-641-8870. Visit our headquarters at 3 Canal Drive, Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, 08234. Or log on to our website, wehavegospel.com.
We have gospel.
If you just tune in, you're listening to In the Community with Dr. Thelma Witherspoon and First Lady Parrish right here on your two-time Stellar Award-winning gospel radio station, WEHA Gospel, 88.7, 100.3 FM. We have gospel. We are live in the studio today, and we have a wonderful program for you. And just tell someone to hit, click, and share, and so they would know everything that's going on in the community. All right, what's going on today? Let me see here. There's a lot of things going on that we want you to make sure that you are aware of. On today, there is the 35th annual Mary Ann and Daniel J. Murphy Jr. Memorial Regatta, and that is today and tomorrow from 12 to 4 p.m. at Lake Lenape in Mays Landing, New Jersey. A lot of people used to park on Park Road. You can't park on Park Road. You have to park at the Lake Lenape West, and then come on over to the regatta at the Cove. So I wanted to make sure that all of my listening audience knew that. Also, I wanted everyone to know, because people are dealing with a lot of high utility bills, that Atlantic Electric has programs to help you to manage your energy costs, whether you need help with past due bills or want to make your home more energy efficient. They have options tailored for you. So you can, I do have this information on my page. You can just go to my page and click on the website for that and get the help that you need. Also on today there will be a fest. I thought I had it right in front of me at Beta Field. On today, here it is, Atlantic City Latino Festival, and it's from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's free. It's a free community event. It's going to be held at Beta Field, 545 Albany Avenue in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The event is free, but the city parking is $20 per car. So maybe you can just, get together and share rides and split that cost of the $20, or park somewhere else and come in there. But it's a very nice event, and I normally do attend that event, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to make it on today. Last week, there was a water issue in Hamilton Township, and a lot of people didn't really know what was going on with it. But I want everyone to know that you can go to our township and scan on the QR code to join the town of Ham _public to 31002, and everything that happens in the township, you will be made aware of it, be privy to it prior to anybody else knowing. So I wanted to make sure everyone knew that. On next week, I'm so excited. The Patricia E. Moore 23rd Annual Soul Food Gospel Fest, featuring gospel duo Duncan and Rachel. A musical tribute to the gospel music giant, the late Bishop Norman Hutchinson, is by Minister Thomas Jennings and the Inspirational Choral Ensemble. They will have the new Mount Calvary Tribute male chorus, the Darrell Robinson Trio, and the United Gospel Singers. And this is going to be on next week, September the 13th, 2025. The doors open at 5 o'clock p.m. and the program starts at 6. 6 is at the Winsand Center at Mount Zion Baptist Church, 353 South New Road in Pleasantville, New Jersey. And they're going to be honoring Pastor John Martin with the William Moore Sr. Unsung Hero Award. And certainly Reverend Pastor Martin really deserves that award and that recognition. So that is very, very nice for me to see that was going to be happening All right. We got a lot going on. I got a lot going on today. I got a lot going on today. For your prayers, my uncle's wife passed away, my aunt Patricia, and many of you was very gracious, in giving me information, and I do appreciate that. For your prayers and your thoughts and your everything, for praying for my family. I really, 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 really appreciate it. All right. So I'm not going to make the announcement for CareSpark because we have the president and CEO of CareSpark in the person of Keith DaCosta. Keith DaCosta is not a stranger to in the community. So he's. Can you hear me, Keith?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right.
All right. We're just so glad that you are able to be on our show today. You're the executive director of the CareSpark Community Connections. Connections, right? And
Correct.
It's been, we met, 3-4 years ago?
Yes, it was about 4 years ago we met, and yes, I was a guest.
Yes, and Alicia Watson was the one that introduced us, and she told me that I had somebody that I want you to meet, and I think you would like him, and I did, and we hit it off.
We sure did.
Yeah,
We have sure did, and I want to thank her for making that wonderful introduction, and look where God has taken us from that point on.
Absolutely. Now, just in case, because I have a very diverse audience, and a lot of people may not know who you are. I don't see how they don't, but just in case they don't know who Keith DaCosta is, I want you to say something about yourself.
Well, Keith DaCosta is a man of faith and a man of integrity and commitment to community. In a nutshell, I believe in my people. I believe in Black and brown excellence and working and caring for all people. And so that's who Keith DaCosta is. And it's about love.
Absolutely. And you love your mama. Now, I thought you was going to say something about that.
Well, I was going to say something about my mama. I tried to move away. Unfortunately, my mother was hospitalized yesterday.
Oh.
And she is currently recuperating. But my mama is doing well. My mama will do well. My mama's 90 years old, and I adore my mama. And
I didn't know that, Keith.
but she's doing well, and pray, she will be home this afternoon, and she just needs a little emergency maintenance.
Okay. Oh, well, we're going to keep your mom in your prayers because I know how dear she is to you. And, you told me that she was a union person for years.
Yes, my mother has been part of her union for the last 50 years. She was a union delegate. She was a representative of Local 1199J. So I grew up as a kid, as a union kid, from the picket lines to seeing my mother as an advocate and fighting for others' rights and ensuring fairness. And so I grew up in that environment. And so my mother has played a major role in my development and in my commitment to community. Is from the examples that I've seen from my moms, as well as my father, but my moms.
Right. Well, I think that probably has a lot to do with as you said, your upbringing and the care that you have for people with CareSpark, community connections. I believe that some of that rubbed off onto you.
Oh, yes, it rubbed off on me, and I want to hopefully rub it off on many others.
All right. Well, we're going to get right into this. Can you tell our listeners about CareSpark Community Connections and what this festival is all about?
Well, I'm happy to talk about CareSpark and the festival particularly. So thank you so much, Dr. Weatherspoon. CareSpark Community Connections is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to collaborating with community, providers, and leaders to improve public health outcomes. The festival, Sustainable Health and Wellness Village Festival, is part of a statewide tour that started in the city of Newark in 2014. It is a free, family-friendly, community-centered, brings health, services, screening, education, resources, art, culture together in a vibrant festival atmosphere. It's about making health approachable, accessible, and especially for Black and Brown and multicultural communities throughout the state of New Jersey. So the festival is a gathering, and we want to create an experience. Health and wellness is not always seen as something that folks put as much focus on. It's not like going to other concerts and all that. So we're very excited about bringing our community together and put a center focus on health, wellness, but also enjoying a festival atmosphere and all of the trimmings and trappings that come with any other festival, from live music to vendors and all types of resources in one space, intergenerational, where our whole community can come and support one another.
That's fantastic. Keith, why is it so important to have faith and community leaders serve in this role? You know, that's I just want to know that.
Well, you know, Dr. Weatherspoon, you served as an ambassador last year, and it was such a blessing having a trusted leader like you're representing the festival, and the trust that you have, the credibility, and the excitement in the community. Faith leaders connect directly with families, seniors, and young people. They inspire people to come out, take advantage of the resources, and make health a priority. So it also shows that the festival is about more than just service. It's about love, it's about faith, and it's about building healthier communities. The faith-based community is a leader and a staple. In the Black and Brown community, it's always been a staple. And so faith-based plays a significant role, and we could not move this festival, we could not move any of these agendas without the faith-based community.
Absolutely. You know, especially people in the faith, you know, they feel as long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else, you know. And what this festival does, it brings to the forefront things that people are dealing with. And I think that's important for faith people to talk about. Going to get your colonoscopies, going to get your mammograms, going to get the various different things that you need. And the festival, from my experience, brings all of this together under one roof or at one place where people can go if they have questions. And what I like also about your festival, you deal with everything holistically. I really like that, and because you have the fresh fruits and the vegetables, and you have, you know, it's not just talking. You're walking the walk, and it's as you talk the talk. You know, so I think it's very important for people to understand that yes, we have faith, but sometimes we are some of the most unhealthy people.
Yes.
Right, and it needs to be addressed. I do believe that when you are in your service that you should preach Christ in the Bible if you're a Christian, but I also believe that we need to engage our congregants in being more healthy, whether that's eating right, taking your screenings, you know, not ignoring it, not getting so busy that you don't take care of you. And so I think this is one thing that festival really brings to Atlantic City. And you've been coming here for 5 years. I believe this is the 5th year.
Yes, it's our 5th year anniversary in Atlantic City.
Yeah. And I know that the festival is going to be October the 4th, but I want you to tell the listening audience excuse me, where the festival is going to be held this year.
Well, the festival, you know, was launched 5 years ago at the Oscar McClintock waterfront, the Clinton Waterfront Park. But the first year was unforgivable. Unforgettable, rather. You can share, you know, things happen. And we talk about faith. And so, you know, I rely on my faith. It guides me in everything. And so we launched the festival at the Oscar McClintock Waterfront Park 5 years ago. But Hurricane Ida caused severe flooding. So in less than 3 hours, thanks to our incredible partner, Jackie Atkins, with New Jersey Give a Kid a Dream, we was able to move the entire festival into the Showboat Hotel. And despite the storm, Care Sparkles and New Jersey Give a Kid a Dream was able to deliver 500 pre-purchase meals to seniors living in multiple Atlantic City Housing Authority buildings. And it really shows the resilience of teams and working collaboratively together. And so this year is a very significant year for us because we'll be returning. The festival has been in the Showboat for the last 4 years, and we cannot thank the Showboat enough for their support. But we wanted to return in our 5th year anniversary back to where it all started. Okay. So we will be returning to the Oscar McClinton Waterfront Park, and it's a full circle moment, and the festival where the festival was born. And despite the challenges, we will be right back there, and the festival is going to be on October the 4th, and it will be from 11 to 4 p.m. And so this is really big to be in this beautiful community and to be outdoors. And the festival tour in all of the other cities are outdoors. So to be able to bring it back to where it originally started 5 years later, I think that is just amazing. And it really shows patience, because with God, we have to be patient and wait on God. And it shows resilience and coming together, because the festival was planned with the community over the course of 8 months. So this is the community coming together and going back to that original site. So we couldn't be more excited to be back at that location.
Now we're praying that you have good weather that day, but in the event that it,
come on.
I don't know who's on.
Lay down.
I don't know. Every week somebody else has been talking in on my Zoom, and I don't even know how this is happening. I really don't. On my show, it happened last week, and now it's happening again. I don't know if somebody's on the Zoom link, and they're not, muted, but please mute while I'm talking to Keith DaCosta. Okay, please mute yourself. All right, now let me get back to what I was talking about. We were talking about in the event that it rains or the weather is not favorable, what is the plan?
Well, we are planning to take it back indoors to the Showboat. As many elements, because going outside is enabled us to expand and have different more of the elements of the festival in an outdoor setting. So in the event that it rained, we would do the same thing, hopefully not the same like we did 5 years ago. We will take it into the Showboat. But our goal is to be outside prayerfully and be able to enjoy the full experience in an outdoor setting.
Okay, that is a beautiful park. Dr. McClinton Waterfront Park. That is a very beautiful park in Atlantic City, and I'm looking forward to the festival. I'm looking forward to the festival. I want to talk about your partners and who's collaborating with you. I think you have Atlantic Care this year?
Oh, yes. Our partners, first of all, let's talk about, when we talk about partners, one of our biggest partners, Johnson & Johnson,
okay,
is our statewide sponsor and has been supporting this festival for the last several years. And we are so excited that they supported us in expanding our festival in Atlantic City. And so we have Atlantic Care, who is one of our partners this year, our lead health partner. And so we are so excited to have partnered and collaborate with Atlantic Care. And we are also excited to collaborate with the Atlantic City Health Department, Gateway Community Action Partnership, CRDA. They should have been named first, because CRDA has supported this program for the whole 5 years and has embraced our work. Southern Jersey Family Medical Center, Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare. That's just to name a few of the partners that is supporting us in Atlantic City and the Atlantic City community. And so we are so excited. We have Crops as one of our partners as well. So it's a number of Atlantic City-based organizations that are supporting. And I want to say that the festival is a model that complements local strategies around community health. So the festival supports all of the work that organizations like Atlantic Care and Southern Jersey, CRDA is supporting a lot of organizations and initiatives serving the Atlantic City community. And so this is not something that we do alone. This is us coming together and supporting what is currently happening and how we can enhance what's happening and bring attention to wellness in Atlantic City through our collaborative partnerships. So we couldn't do this work without partners and great partners.
Now, will you have the eyeglass component this year?
Yes, one of the feature screenings is eye screenings and free glasses. You know, and even though children may be able to get parents to get screenings, a lot of times parents are not able to get the prescription filled. Medicare does not cover eye screenings, so we made sure that eye screenings was a featured screening and the free glasses, seniors for the seniors and for children. And so, and also through eye screenings, you can detect multiple diseases through eye screening. So eye screening not just focuses on vision, but it can detect diabetes, hypertension. There's a number of diseases that can be detected just through an eye screening. So eye screenings are extremely important. And we want to make sure our children have the glasses and they can be prepared for school in the fall. And many of our children may be having academic challenges and it has something as simple as they couldn't see. So eye screenings is one of those valuable screenings, as well as certain vaccinations and flu shots and many of the other screenings that will be offered at the festival.
Right. Now, the flu shots, everything at the festival, is it free?
The festival, and we should have started off with that, the festival is a free intergenerational festival. So we have activities for the whole family, from the infants to seniors, and all of it is free to the community.
All right, so it doesn't cost anything. So if you don't have insurance and you need your flu shot, you can come to the festival and get your flu shot, you know, because the flu, that strand is, I think CVS and some of the drugstores done started early, but I think it's too early for the flu shot to be given out in September. That's my opinion. I'm not a doctor. But I think October is a good time to do it, because a couple years ago I got it too early for me. And then when I got hit with it, was like the flu shot had wore off, you know, so I think October is a good time to do that.
Well, Dr. Paris, one of the things we're going to do through vaccinations and education, because one of the main things of the festival is about educating our community so they can make informed decisions,
right?
So wellness decisions, and a lot of misinformation that's out there. And one of the flu vaccinations has a lot of misinformation out there. So we just conducted a program where we trained seniors around flu vaccinations as peer educators. And so when we talk about the flu shot, it's so important that we do understand the flu shot and the importance of taking flu shots, especially for older adults. And when in the Black and brown community, the flu vaccinations are very low. And as a result, many seniors and other community members are suffering from flu-related illnesses that can be avoided through vaccinations or be greatly reduced. So flu vaccination is very critical in our community, especially when you look at the underlying health conditions that many of our older adults are dealing with, from diabetes, hypertension, respiratory issues, and on and on. So we really want to pump the flu vaccinations, and not just pump it, but also educate around the importance of it for people can make informed decisions and address a lot of, it's not going to wear off on you.
Well, it wore off on me. I was sick as a dog.
I
felt like that flu shot. I said, what was the purpose of me taking the flu shot? For me to feel like this. That's what I
got sicker had you not had the flu shot. So what it does, it doesn't automatically take away the chance of your flu. It reduces the symptoms and the severity of the disease. So But all of that is to be answered, and that's why the festival is important. But be able to get these answers to questions in a fun, festive environment where it's not gloom and doom. It's us coming together and really having conversations around wellness.
Well, there's a lot of controversy about flu shots nationally, vaccines, and how important do you feel that vaccines are for the Black and brown community, for everybody as far as I'm concerned? Why do you feel the vaccines are important, especially since there's been a lot of controversy? I believe Florida has stopped the vaccines. Last week or this week, I saw the Attorney General down there saying that who was he to say that what people should put in their bodies and their children. How important is that, especially when you got so much chatter going on about vaccines?
Well, one, I will encourage our community not to buy into the propaganda and really do your due diligence and getting the facts. And that's part of what the festival is. Vaccines are extremely important. It is a front line of public health. It saves lives. It saves other community members' lives. The more people that's vaccinated and immunity, it protects all of us. So, and the science is very clear. It is very clear. So again, I do not want our community members to allow themselves to be bamboozled with false information around the effectiveness and the importance of vaccinations. COVID, so many of our community members died from COVID.
Yes.
They died from COVID for pretty much, it really spoke to the wide disparity in Black and brown communities that existed before COVID. So the death rates for Black and brown communities was even hit harder because of the pre-existing conditions and all the other barriers that had existed and still exist. But also many of our folks passed away because they was caught up in all of that misinformation and lack of trust. And as a result of that, they didn't take advantage of the science that could have saved their life or reduced their suffering. So for me, I'm being very honest. I'm a public health advocate, and I believe in the science.
Right. Now, some people, due to their immune system, were not allowed it wasn't recommended that they would take the COVID shot based on their conditions. I think that what we don't really address a lot of time is the underlying conditions that we have: diabetes and hypertension. There's a lot overweight. There's a lot of things that happen in the Black and brown communities that contribute to health problems that we never really talk about. And I think the festival brings it in a comfortable way where people can discuss things on a personal level, with the healthcare providers. I think that's what I really like about the festival. I wanted to be able to say that because there are conditions that people just don't talk about. We don't talk about hypertension. We don't talk about diabetes. We don't talk about things that diabetes, if you have that long enough, you're going to end up on dialysis. There's a whole lot of other things that we just don't say in our communities.
Well, I think a lot of times in our community, not having access, when you look at all the challenges with access to quality health care and all the other challenges that many community members face, health is not always at the front. Also, they're concerned about the ability to pay, not just the access, and that's part of access as well. And access is not, you can get into a place, but are you going to be treated with the love and respect that you deserve? Or are you going to get that high level of professional care? So, yes, in our community, but we have to address our wellness. We have to join this movement. Right. Health equity is a movement. Community health in Black and brown communities has to be a movement like any other movement. We deserve to have quality health care.
Absolutely. Keep that locked. We get ready for a break. We'll be right back.
And UTS Ministry presents the Patricia E. Moore's 23rd Annual Soul Food Gospel Fest. Saturday, September 13th, 2025, 6 p.m. Doors open at 5. The Winsan Center at Mount Zion, 353 North New Road, Pleasantville, New Jersey. Featuring the Dale Robinson Trio, New Mount Calvary Male Chorus, the United Gospel Singers, South Jersey's favorite gospel duo, Duncan and Rochelle. And a tribute to the late Bishop Norman Hutchins by Minister Thomas Jennings and the Inspirational Choral Ensemble.
Listen, I'm a soldier on the battlefield, and I'm fighting.
Tickets $45, $50 at the door. Children 12 and under, $20. Get yours at New Mount Calvary Baptist Church, WEHA radio station. Call 609-909-8729. The 25th Annual Soul Food Gospel Fest, Saturday, September 13th. Come feed your body and your soul.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hawks, a name that has been trusted for almost 30 years in the janitorial services industry, is proud to present Hawks Professional Moving Services. Fully insured, local and long distance, packing services, commercial and residential. No job too small or too large. Friendly and reliable services. For more information or a free estimate, 609-484-0452. Hawks Professional Moving Services, where we treat your belongings like our own.
Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. I love that country music connects people all over this great nation, but unfortunately so does something else, childhood hunger. 15 million children struggle with hunger in America. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks works to rescue our surplus food to help provide billions of meals to families in need across the country. Join the fight against hunger at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding
Hawks
America.
Janitorial Contractors Corp. was established in 1987 by husband and wife team William and Elaine Hawks. Our motto is a great job at a fair price. The Hawks team is skillful, customer-focused, delivering quality janitorial services that meet and exceed our clients' specific needs. Hawks Janitorial Contractors Corp., proud sponsors of Gospel 88.7 FM. For more information, 609-484-0452.
New Mount Calvary and UTS Ministry presents the Patricia E. Moore's 23rd Annual Soul Food Gospel Fest, Saturday, September 13th, 2025, 6 p.m. Doors open at 5. The Winsan Center at Mount Zion, 353 North New Road, Pleasantville, New Jersey. Featuring the Dale Robinson Trio, New Mount Calvary Male Chorus, the United Gospel Singers, South Jersey's favorite gospel duo, Duncan and Rochelle. By Minister Thomas Jennings and the Inspirational Choral Ensemble.
Listen, I'm a soldier on the battlefield, and I'm fighting.
Tickets $45, $50 at the door. Children 12 and under, $20. Get yours at New Mount Calvary Baptist Church, WEHA radio station. Call 609-909-8729. The 25th Annual Soul Food Gospel Fest, Saturday, September 13th. Come feed your body and your soul.
Tune into In the Community with Thelma Witherspoon, Saturdays 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Gospel 88.7 FM. If you just tune in, you listen to In the Community with Dr. Thelma Witherspoon and First Lady Parrish right here on your two-time Stellar Award-winning gospel radio station, WEHA Gospel 88.7, 100.3 FM. We have gospel. And we are live today, and we're talking to Keith DaCosta. He is the Executive Director for CareSpark Community Connections, which has been in operation for 11 years. And so we're very excited that he's on a part of the show because he's talking about the Sustainable and Wellness Village Festival that is scheduled to be in Atlantic City on October the 4th. So now there are the two festivals. One is in Newark and one is in New Brunswick. When are those festivals?
The Newark Festival will be taking place on September the 13th. That's next Saturday. And that festival will be in a beautiful park in Branchwood Park in Newark by the Prudential Concert Grove Center. And that will run from 11 to 5 p.m. And then we will be in the great city of New Brunswick, and that will be in the Allison Archibald Jennings Park, and that will take place from 11 to 4 on Saturday the 20th. And we close it out in Atlantic City.
And then we'll be in Atlantic City
we
on
close it out. This tour is closed out in Atlantic City.
Wow. So that's good. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. You do things in a big way. I've been playing the video from last year for about a month, and with the announcements, because I wanted people to really know what was happening inside of Atlantic City. Don't think it's some small thing. It's not. It's really huge. And a lot of work and effort goes into putting the festival together.
Yes, we're my team and volunteers, and in each community, we have been hosting and planning for the last 8 months. And in each community, the community partners, residents, community organizations, we all come together and we plan the individual festivals. And we really shape the festival to capture the essence and the vibes, energy from that particular community. So Newark is a little different than New Brunswick. New Brunswick is a little different from Atlantic City because the community shapes the festival. It is the community's festival. You started out with saying, Dr. Weatherspoon, the Care Spark Festival. It's not Care Spark's festival. That festival is owned and it belongs, and it's the city of Atlantic City and the surrounding communities festival. The New Brunswick Festival is planned by the New Brunswick residents, by New Brunswick leadership, through our community partnerships. Is their festival. And I want Atlantic City to embrace this as their festival, their annual festival, 5 years. Only festival in the state focuses on advancing health equity and community health for Black and Brown communities. And so I want each community to embrace and own their festival and be part of next year's planning and shaping it as we look at next year as well. But we want our folks to come on out. 48 blocks. We want our folks to come out. We want our folks to come out from Pleasantville. We want our folks to come on out and take advantage of the resources, but the fellowship, coming together as a community. And it's so important that we in Atlantic City and across the state come together as communities. When you look at Atlantic City and many communities like Atlantic City, it's facing real challenges with changing policies and budget cuts to critical programs like Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP, and educational programs. These cuts directly affect families and congregations and communities. So the festival helps fill some of these gaps by providing access and working together with our partners for our community members to know where these resources are currently at, how to access these resources, and we want our communities to be prepared as we prepare for the fall and the winter, so they can know exactly where they have levels and areas of support in the community.
Now, as we were talking, these cuts are not coming from the municipality itself. You know, this is coming federal. You know, the cuts are happening federally, you know, that affect the local municipalities.
Correct.
Right, that affects them. And so I wanted to know why Atlantic City? Why did you pick Atlantic City? I mean, you could have went to Camden, you could have went Pleasantville, you could come out there where I'm at in Hamilton Township. Why Atlantic City? Why is Atlantic City? Why did you choose Atlantic City, and why is it so important to have the festival there?
Well, Atlantic City for me means a lot of things. Atlantic City is a resilient community. It's a community of individuals who work hard, trying to raise their families, trying to create an environment that's conducive for building growth, love, and collaboration, and create a safe space for our children and for our older adults to be able to age in place. Atlantic City is a beautiful city. I've been coming to Atlantic City as a kid. My Aunt Pauline lived in Pleasantville. We've been coming to Atlantic City since the 70s. I've experienced the vibrant community. I've experienced the challenges that the community has faced and continue to just come through with the resilience. They're loving, caring, hardworking people. And we deserve resources. We deserve access to quality health care. And we deserve to live in a safe community. So Atlantic City was chosen because Atlantic City is me. Atlantic City is a mirror of Newark, a mirror of New Brunswick. We all won New Jersey. And we also wanted to make sure that we brought attention to the South region of the state in terms of resources, the needs for additional resources, and put a spotlight on the Atlantic City community, the Atlantic City Black and Brown community, and in an effort to want folks to see Atlantic City not just as a destination, which is great for entertainment and all of that, but Atlantic City is a community. It's a community of hardworking people. And so that's what we want to put a spotlight on, the people of Atlantic City.
Now, the only reason why I'm bringing this up, and I'm glad that it's in Atlantic City, don't get me wrong, and where you're having it is beautiful, but we have 21 municipalities in Atlantic County. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want people to feel like if you don't live in Atlantic City, that you can't come to the festival.
Oh,
No. So I wanted to make sure that while we're having this discussion, if you live in Pleasantville, if you live in Egg Harbor City, if you live in Egg Harbor Township, if you live in Hamilton, if you live in Port Republic, you can come to this festival. It's just been held in Atlantic City. It is not just for Atlantic City residents.
Yes, you are correct. And we are in collaboration with the county of Atlantic County.
Right.
Who's coordinating transportation and providing a lot of support. In each festival location, we partner with the local municipality and the county so this is a greater Atlantic City community.
Right.
So you're absolutely correct. And so we are in partnership. There will be transportation provided and shuttle transportation that's being coordinated from different locations in Pleasantville. There will be transportation for residents to get to the park as well that's going to be provided within the city. So you're absolutely correct. This is about Atlantic City and the greater Atlantic City community. So we want all to come out and support and the resources. And so we have state and local government and agencies, and we have regional resource partners. So regardless of where you sit in the county of Atlantic County, you can come and access these services.
For free.
For free. Let's say again, for free.
For free. Right. It doesn't cost anything. And I want to say that the festival last year was a very diverse group of people who attended the festival, where you're leaning toward Black and Brown. But if you're not Black and Brown, you can still come to the festival as well.
Oh, this is multicultural.
Right. I wanted to bring that point out because I know what you're stressing and what you're trying to do to bring the awareness, but it was a multicultural event.
Correct.
Right. And I wanted to make sure that people understood that.
Oh, yes. We put a focus when we look at health outcomes in communities of color and look at Black and Brown communities. It's a focus to address the disparities that exist, and a wide disparity. But the festival and the work around community health is a team approach, and it's not just limited to different demographics or backgrounds, racial backgrounds. It's all of us coming together.
Right.
All of us are about public health, and it's a multicultural approach to improving public health. A movement is not two groups. A movement is when we collectively come together and address community health. And that's what we're on. We're on a movement to improve community health and a focus in communities that is hit so hard.
That's true. That's true. I'm glad that you said that because I wanted to make sure that people understood that, because I saw people from Indian descent, white. I saw all types of people.
Oh, yes.
That were at the event last year that was very well coordinated and very well done. And that's my opinion. And I'm not just saying that because I was one of the ambassadors. Lady Parrish was an ambassador. Ren was one from Ideal. And now, who are the ambassadors this year?
Well, this year we have Christian. I'm always messed up. Ragland. Christian, who's been amazing, is one of our ambassadors this year. So we're excited about him being an ambassador. Your president, your wonderful president of your board, of your council, Councilman Randolph, is also one of our ambassadors this year as well. And so I'm going to just name those two right now, because we have some exciting news about some of our other ambassadors in Atlantic City. And as I said, Atlantic City, we shaped the festival with the community. So the community has made a recommendation of two other ambassadors.
Okay.
And so we're going to announce those ambassadors next week once I confirm that I'm accepting that role. And as you know, as a role as ambassador, it's really about amplifying the voices of the community and amplifying the voices and advocacy for this work. And so you did that amazing job last year, and you and Dr. Parrish, as well as others, but you and Dr. Parrish took it to a whole nother level in Atlantic City. And I want to just thank you, because you really advocated, and as a result of your advocacy and Dr. Parrish's advocacy, we was able to increase the amount of attendance and the importance of the festival. So ambassadors play a major role. And so, but we have some great announcements, and I didn't want to just throw it out there until they said yes.
Well, you know, you should already had this confirmation, because you was coming to our show in Atlantic City, but I have to wait. You know, but I wanted to be breaking news, you know, right here or in the community. But that's okay. We got two of the ambassadors, Council President Aaron Sporty Randolph, who's very community engaged, and the festival is in the First Ward where he is, and then Christian Ragland is the heart and soul of the community for Atlantic Care. And so and I also want to say his grandmother passed away, and I meant to give my condolences to him and pass his father, Overseer Ragland, in the passing of his mom and Christian's grandma. All right, so I meant to say that as well. So we're going back. So the other two will be rolled out. So soon as I find out, listening audience, I will tag it to my page so the public is really aware of who's going to be an ambassador and what's going on in Atlantic City on October the 4th.
And as you know, Dr. Witherspoon, Jared Barnes, the health director, also served as an ambassador as well in the past, as well as the president of Southern Jersey Family Health Center as well. So I assure you it will be a community member and folks who represent the heart and soul of Atlantic City and Atlantic County.
And to be honest, I didn't know the former ambassadors. I didn't get involved into the ambassadors until I became an ambassador. And Lady Parrish became an ambassador. Then I became, you know, aware of what, you know, the festival was all about and the role of the ambassador, which I took very seriously, you know.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I took that very seriously.
Yes, you did. And also I tell viewers, look for the ads in the local papers. We are marketing the festival around the community. So look out for more information around the festival. Also, we're excited with the lineup of entertainment. As you know, we're setting up a wonderful lineup. And our headliner for the festival is Valerie Adams and the Dimension Band. For those who are fans, look up Valerie. She is amazing, and she is touring with us through the whole state. And so landing in Atlantic City, and we have local Atlantic City entertainment DJs. So we're excited about the lineup. So it's more than a festival, and it's not a health fair. It is really, we want to create an experience for festival attendees to come and enjoy a wonderful day of community and fellowship.
And you also have free lunch, that you gave out for the seniors. Are you doing the lunch this year?
Oh, yes, we do a lunch and learn. So we call it our lunch and learn. Mm-hmm. We will be providing a wonderful nutritional lunch for our seniors. It will be provided during the lunch and learn session because this is all about having a conversation with our seniors. And we want to give them the resources to be able to not just age in place, but be as independent and have as much mobility as possible. So this will happen during the lunch period for the seniors. They have always enjoyed. I'll tell the seniors to please, when you come, take your medication in the morning, have your breakfast, because we won't have breakfast. It starts at 11 o'clock. I would hope that you have taken your AM medications and that you have had a nutritional breakfast so you can come out there all energized and ready to enjoy yourself. So we will be providing lunch for our seniors. Also the giveaways, we do amazing prizes, incentives. This is not junk and magnets and pens. We really engage our community members. You have opportunity to win beautiful items. Also, we focus on our food as medicine. Food is medicine, meaning we're going to focus on understanding food and how it affects your health outcomes. Right. But we're also going to have a wonderful, beautiful bags of fresh produce that's going to be sourced through our partners at Crops. And we have the food bank, but we're going to have Jersey fresh grown produce. And so our seniors will get the produce. We're going to distribute 400 bags of fresh produce. But you have to participate in the conversation pavilion and get your passport and navigate the festival. So you have to sit and learn in order for you to receive. So we want you to make sure the whole purpose of this is for you to have the resources and information and be able to give you the tools. So we're going to have a wonderful farmers market, and we're going to give out all these beautiful bags of fresh produce, and there's going to be a lot of other things that's going to be available to our community members, and a lot of fun activities for our kids. So if you're looking for a day and to bring your kids and they can have fun and it's free, come on out and you have a free day. And while the kids is doing their thing, you can be doing your thing and having fun and getting the information and resources you need.
Now, the vendors that you have is all health related, because sometimes people will say to me, Thelma, can I vend? It's not like for average like vendors. This is health related vendors, right?
Oh, no. Now that we're outside.
Okay. I wanted to put that out there.
The Showboat, we did not bring in vendors and food vendors because we was in an establishment that had all of those things all built in. And so now that we're moving it outside, it will have the features. So we're actually looking for food vendors and retail vendors to vend. So that is still available, and the vending opportunity is still available. You can go on our website. You can go to www.caresparkcommunityconnections.org, and there's the vendor application, and you can say if you want to vend. So we are still looking for vendors, food vendors, and retail vendors.
So when you food vendors, you talking more like trucks, food trucks?
It can be food trucks. It can be they can have stations. In each festival, we have local food vendors. So it's an opportunity. Economic stability is one of the focuses of our programs. Our program is informed by the CDC social determinants of health. And so we address all of the determinants. And so we want this to be an opportunity for local vendors to be able to come and share with the community their wares, their services, and their products. So they have opportunity to do that. So if there's local vendors looking to vend, they can. The only thing I tell vendors, we look at the price point to make sure that the vendors are having products of high quality and that our community members can afford. So we are looking for quality vendors, and this is an opportunity. So we want to spotlight their local businesses and support the local economy. Okay. And also we spend, we look at the dollars to produce the festival, we spend dollars with local businesses in every community that we host the festival. So we are utilizing local vendors in Atlantic city in Atlantic County and in Pleasantville to support the festival. So it's not just the one day, it's also about the money that we spend to produce the festival, that it hits the local businesses.
Right. What would you like to leave with our listening audience, Keith? I want to thank you for coming on the show today to talk about the festival that's coming up on October the 4th, starting from 11 to 4. It's power packed. You know, what would you like to leave with the listening audience?
What I'd like to leave, and especially when we look at our faith-based community, God wants us to take care of this vessel.
You're right.
And you've been so blessed. I want our community to live the best and most healthiest life they can. That doesn't mean the challenges won't come before you, but I want you to be equipped physically and mentally, spiritually, to be able to meet these challenges head on. Right. And so I want you to come out and get to know your neighbors and put your health, your well-being, your peace first. God wants you to take care of you and take care of you first. And we want to help you do that. So that's what so come on out and have a good time, and have a good time doing it with us.
That's beautiful. Is there a phone number that you have if anyone wants to call?
If they want to call, let me get you this number, because you asked me for a phone number, and I want to make sure I give you the correct number to the organization. But I want them to also use email to email us at www.caresparkcommunityconnections.org. You can call me at 973-413-2218. I'm at extension 1. Also, you can leave a voice message. We will get back to you. We are a small organization, but we are small and mighty. And, you know, like my church, small and mighty. And so
small is not bad.
Take me a minute to we'll get right back to you. Be patient, but member of the team will get back to you and answer your questions. We want to see you out there. And with respect to vending, our manager, consultant, event management consultant, her name is Yakima Deloach. She manages all food vendors and retail vendors. So you can direct it to Yakima Deloach or myself, and we will most certainly get back to you and provide you the links to register for vending. Now, you're not automatically going to become a vendor. We go through a vetting process. So we make sure that the vendors align with the festival focus.
All right. Listen, I want to thank you so much for being a part of the show today. And thank you for coming and spreading awareness to our community about the festival, the health festival that will be coming up on October the 4th. We want you to continue to come out and tell somebody about it. You know, share this information and make sure that people are aware of what's going on in the community. Thank you so much for your time, Keith. I really, really, totally appreciate it. And we're praying for your mom.
Well, thank you.
You know that your mom, because I got a chance to meet your mom at the Latino Festival.
Yes, and I wanted to mention that because I had the opportunity to be honored alongside of you at that gala and event, and so we are so excited to have collaborated.